Hey everybody, today's video we're going to talk about the two ways to push or roll your 2020 through 2022 Shelby GT500 with the Tremec DCT transmission. Be able to push or roll it without starting the engine. I'm in my climate controlled garage here. There's sometimes I want to move the car around without opening up the doors to ventilate out the exhaust gases. But there's two ways to move this car around with the engine off. One involves starting the engine and turn it back off. The other is just a lever you pull essentially to move the car around, disengage the transmission without even starting the car. So here we go. So first up is the stay in neutral mode. I'm outside with the car running, so I'm not dumping exhaust gases in my garage. Ignore my funny 39 miles till empty with more than half a tank of gas. I've been to the track a lot. I'll clear that out. So the car's running, number one. Number two, my foot's on the brake. Number three, we're gonna switch the tranny into neutral. Number four, we're gonna hit this M button within 5 seconds. It says stay in neutral mode engaged. Stay in neutral mode, press brake to unlock shifter. I'll hit OK. The tranny is still in neutral in the bright sun there. I'm gonna turn off the car. I still have my foot on the brake. It says transmission not in park. Right there, we're still in neutral, and I can open the door. I can take my foot off the brake, and I am rolling. Put my foot back on the brake. To get it out of this mode with my foot on the brake, I can just shift back to park and I'm out, or I can also restart the engine and just select drive and you're out of that mode. A word of caution when you're in stay in neutral mode, it's using battery power to maintain that condition. If your battery voltage drops, gets low, it will shift, it being your transmission will shift to park. So there's a warning in the supplement to not tow the vehicle in this mode. Because your battery will deplete and the transmission will eventually shift to park, and that will be bad while it's being towed. The stay in neutral mode will allow you to start the car, get it in that mode, turn it off, push it around, push it back in your garage, whatever you want to do. It's worth noting that the steering remains unlocked, so open the door again here. I'm rolling. I can steer the car. As I'm rolling down the hill in my driveway, the steering's not locked when you're in this mode. And then the other way to get it out of this mode is just start the car. And I'm still in neutral. Select drive, and there we go. We're out of that mode. All right, so next up is the manual park release. And this is not a manual parking brake release. This is the manual release of the park detent in your transmission. The beauty of this one is you don't have to start the car. Word of caution, as soon as you pull this, the car is free to move. So foot on the brake is good, parking brake's good, wheel chocks if you need to. This can be used in case of electrical failure where you can't start the car, the battery's dead, no battery in the car. In an emergency, this disengages the transmission mechanically and you can roll the car around. All right, I just used a little trim tool and pried up on the door here. We got a light. We're going to take a look in the center console. Right there, so this is the front here. Front, forward, side, left. You'll see if I can set up the lights here. This is the access cover. That's all you see when it's in the closed position. And I just pried that open, popped it out, and that orange cord is what's connected to the release. I started by pulling the electric parking brake. Now I'm fully pressing the regular brake down. And let's see, I got my lights set up here. Here is the cord. Stepping on the brake, I'm gonna give this a pull. And this pops up on the dash. So I think it's a success. All right, now my foot is off the brake. I'm gonna put it in accessory mode. Turn off some of this stuff so I'm not killing my battery. To release, press the brake. So press the brake down. We just heard that release. Parking brake is off. I should be able to move the car around now. All right, so I got my butt against the door jamb, pushing backwards, and look at that, it works. Pushing the car. So that's how you get it into neutral without starting the car. Like I said, I'm in my garage here. I'm gonna push it back into the lift spot. It's currently 107 outside. I didn't want to start the car and open the door and dump out all my air conditioning, so that's how we can push the car around. And then I will show you how to put it back into the regular position so you can drive it and have the transmission engaged. All right, pushed it back to where I want it. Now we're gonna go in, look through the manual, and get it back in to the regular transmission mode. That's on the dash the whole time while I'm pushing around. It's because I closed the door and I thought I was leaving the car with it not in park, rolling around. It says transmission not in park, drive door ajar, hitting OK. Those are just warnings on the dash, and we'll go back to the manual. So here we go, return your vehicle to normal mode. Apply the parking brake. So we're gonna come over here, hit the parking brake. It worked. All right, next up, fully apply the brake pedal and hold do not release. Install the access cover. With your foot fully applied on the brake pedal, start your vehicle. Confirm that your vehicle is in park position and that the instrument cluster indicates park. If the instrument cluster is not displaying the park position, or there is a message stating park not available, apply the parking brake before exiting the vehicle. And this just says confirm the manual park release cable is in the rest position. I got the brake pedal fully depressed. Looking in here into the center console. Let's see if I can get my hand out of the way. Sitting in the driver's seat and filming right along your side is sporty. Okay, the manual doesn't talk about this, but discovered what you have to do. So now it's saying P is in park there. That is lit up, P is in park. I pulled this farther aft and then felt it kind of pulling itself back in like a spring was pulling on it. So don't just simply reinstall this cover because this will just sit back there loose. But yank it farther aft and then you feel it feed itself back in. And now I can reinstall this cover. I should be able to start it. And all is well. There it is. That is fully seated down there. Flush again, it's installed. There is an up and a down, so it's not marked. You just got to figure out which way it fits back into the detent. Those are the critical things right there. P indicated there and P indicated there, so it's back in park. Well, that's it. That's the two ways to push or roll your 2020 through 2022 Shelby GT500 around with the engine not running. Hopefully you found this informational. Thanks for watching. See you next time.